Welcome back to our series on safe and effective passage planning. Today, we're diving deep into Step 5, consulting the bridge team. This isn't just a formality. It's a critical cornerstone of a successful voyage. Once you've laid out the initial plan, the next and most vital step is to bring your entire bridge team into the loop. This includes the master, the officer of the watch, and, when applicable, the pilot. So, what does this consultation look like? It's a structured meeting, often called the passage plan briefing, where you discuss, clarify, and approve every critical point of the upcoming voyage. This is where the plan on paper becomes a shared mental model for everyone on the bridge. We're not just glancing at a chart, we're building a collective understanding of the journey ahead. Let's break down the key elements you need to cover. First, you'll walk through the entire route, from pilot station to pilot station. Highlight the major course alteration points, also known as waypoints. For each one, you should discuss the planned course and speed, and any specific navigation techniques you'll be using. This is the time to point out any potential hazards you've identified, like shallow waters, high traffic areas, or tricky currents. Next, you'll discuss contingency plans. What's our plan B if the weather turns unexpectedly? Where are the designated anchorages if we face an engine issue or need to abort our approach to port? Thinking about these what-ifs beforehand is what separates a good bridge team from a great one. You need to identify safe havens and abort points along the route. Having these pre-planned and understood by everyone means you can react swiftly and decisively in an emergency, rather than scrambling to find a solution under pressure. Another crucial part of this meeting is confirming the bridge manning levels for each phase of the voyage. Will you need an extra lookout during periods of restricted visibility? Will the master be on the bridge for the entire port approach? Defining these roles and responsibilities in advance ensures that you always have the right people with the right skills on the bridge at the right time. This prevents fatigue and ensures optimal situational awareness. Now, let us talk about the single most important outcome of this meeting, confirming who is responsible at each critical point. This concept is often called the Conning Responsibility Matrix. It's about establishing a crystal clear chain of command. For example, during open sea navigation, the officer of the watch might have the con. As you approach the coast, the master might take over. And once the pilot boards, there's a formal handover process. This pilot-master exchange is a briefing in itself. The master briefs the pilot on the ship's characteristics and the passage plan, and the pilot briefs the master on local conditions, port procedures, and their intended actions. It's a collaborative dialogue, but crucially, everyone must understand that while the pilot provides expert local knowledge and advice, the master always retains ultimate command and responsibility for the safety of the vessel. The officer of the watch, in turn, is responsible for closely monitoring the ship's position and the execution of the plan, ready to alert the master or pilot if anything deviates from what was agreed upon. So, who is responsible for what? Let's clarify. The master has overall command. The OOW is the master's representative and is responsible for the watch. The pilot is the expert advisor. During the briefing, you must explicitly state who will have the con, that is, who will be giving helm and engine orders during each specific leg of the journey. For example, the pilot will have the con from the pilot station until the first turning base in, at which point the master will take the con for the final berthing maneuver. This clarity eliminates any ambiguity. There should be no doubt in anyone's mind about who is in charge of maneuvering the vessel at any given moment. This process also fosters a culture of open communication and challenge. The briefing is the perfect opportunity for any member of the team, no matter their rank, to ask questions or raise concerns. Perhaps a junior officer noticed something on the chart that was overlooked, or maybe a helmsman has a question about a specific maneuver. A good leader encourages this feedback. It is far better to address a potential issue in the calm of a briefing room than in the heat of the moment on the bridge. This psychological safety, the ability to speak up without fear, is what turns a group of individuals into a cohesive and highly effective team. Think of it this way: the passage plan is the script, but the bridge team briefing is the forecast rehearsal. It's where you ensure everyone knows their lines, their cues, and how their role contributes to the overall performance. You discuss the use of bridge equipment, which radar will be the primary, what settings will be used on the ECDIS, and the plan for parallel indexing. You confirm communication protocols, both internally on the bridge and externally with VTS or other vessels. Let's run through a practical example. Imagine you're approaching a busy port. In the briefing, the master would say, "All right team, we're approaching Port X. You will have the con until we reach the pilot station at waypoint 12. At that point, I will be on the bridge." Once the pilot is on board and the information exchange is complete, the pilot will take the con for the transit through the main channel. The OOW will be responsible for monitoring our position against the plan, cross-checking with parallel indexing every 6 minutes, and managing communications with VTS. I will have the final say on all maneuvers. Any questions? See how clear that is. Everyone knows their job. The OOW knows they are not just a bystander once the pilot is on board. They have a critical monitoring role. The master has asserted their ultimate authority. The plan is robust because it's been discussed, questioned, and agreed upon by everyone involved. This collaborative approval is what gives the plan its strength. It's no longer just one person's plan. It's the Asterisk team's plan. To wrap up, Step 5, consulting the bridge team, is the step that breathes life into your passage plan. It's about more than just a quick chat over a chart table. It's a formal, structured meeting to discuss the route, identify hazards, plan for contingencies, and, most importantly, assign clear responsibilities. By confirming who is in charge at every critical point, be it the master, the OOW, or the pilot, you eliminate confusion and build a shared understanding that is essential for navigating safely. It transforms a piece of paper into a dynamic, collective strategy for a successful voyage. Thank you so much for watching this crucial installment in our passage planning series. If you found this information valuable, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next step. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next video.